All right, well, it's certainly not a milestone we really want to celebrate, but it is a milestone nonetheless. Gas is now at $4 here in Western New York. That's a gallon, of course, we're talking about. The average here is at that $4 mark. A year ago, we were paying a whole dollar less than that. The record high local average was $4.27 from back in summer of 2008. What are we doing? What's happening?
This is insane.
Yeah.
I haven't filled up my tank in a really long time, but it's getting closer and closer to that red line, and so I know it's coming, and I'm going to have to do it, and I'm terrified because it's going to be very expensive.
Yeah, we're all dreading those gas prices right now. Me in particular. Last night, we did some moving around town with a rental truck, moving van, and you have to return these things with a full tank of gas. I sat there at the pump last night, tier after tier, dollar after dollar, $99 it cost me to fill up my tank, or fill up the tank, and that's a tank of gas I'm never going to use, so yeah. It's difficult, yeah.
Well, again, a push towards different means of transportation. See if, things like that work out a little better.
That's right. All right, gas prices are depressing. So was yesterday's loss at home by the Buffalo Sabres. Did everyone catch that on TV? Or if you were down there, the fans looked real excited at the beginning of the game. Fans watched the team blow a chance, though, at clinching the playoff series against the Flyers in Game 6. Many families chose to spend Easter out on the plaza, as you see there, cheering on the team from under the giant video boards. The fandemonium lasted well into overtime. Little bonus hockey until the Flyers, however, scored and forced Game 7.
Yeah, it was tough. It kind of put a damper on the Easter fun. I was sitting around at my aunt's house waiting for the game to end, and I figured, it'd be great. I'd be like, oh, wonderful Easter, Sabres won, great to see you guys. Yeah. Instead, I'm like driving white-knuckled on the way home, listening to the game in overtime.
We were driving around doing a lot of moving yesterday, and I have a little less of a voice today because I was screaming at the radio listening to the game so much.
Now, you made a prediction on our very first show, I think it was, and it just may come true. We can check back on that prediction right here.
We are playing the right team. We split the season series with them. I think Sabres in 7. It's going to go 7, but Sabres.
Yes.
Sabres regardless, right?
I'm sticking by that.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. We're at Game 7.
I know.
So I hope you're still with the Sabres.
Absolutely. Well, even though it was a depressing loss yesterday, I'm still
have faith.
Standing by the blue and gold.
Good.
We'll see what happens. All right. It's the day after Easter, so you know what that means. It's Dyngus Day. Today's Monday, but even yesterday people were celebrating Dyngus Day, and there's so much that goes into it. You got to watch out for those pussy willows and squirt guns around town because the Dyngus Day celebrations are already underway. As I mentioned, it's tradition on this day for the men to squirt women with water guns and women to hit back with those pussy willows. Buffalo is home, listen to this, to the largest Dyngus Day celebration. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And the main event is the parade, starting at the Broadway Market at 5 p.m. and ending with a party at the Central Terminal. And it should be a fun time. Every year, it seems like this event just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes,
snowballs.
It's huge. I mean, there's going to be stuff starting, I believe, at 10 a.m. There's things going on all day. I kind of wish that we were able to go down and see the whole day. But we will.
Monday.
We'll be there later. I'll be in the parade.
Yeah. And it's a Monday, though. People are back at work, but we're not.
It's fun.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
Fun. I'm hoping that I'm better prepared this year than I was last year. My very first day of work last year, they're like, hey, Allie, go to Dyngus Day. It was also my very first Dyngus Day. And as you can see here, I was in no way ready for it.
Hi, I'm Allie Hartwig with CW23. This is my very first ever Dyngus Day, and so far it's wonderful. As you can see, I'm being sprayed with water, which is great because it's windy and cold, and so, hooray! So I'm here with my...
Did something bite you at the last?
No.
I know you're getting squirted at the beginning of that.
Yes, this guy had like a super turbo-powered squirter thing, and he got me right in the leg with it.
All right, well, at least he got you in the leg with his squirter thing and not like maybe biting your ankle because it sounded like you were attacked.
Well, it hurt. It hurt pretty badly.
All right.
All right, we're not just celebrating Dyngus Day. We are also celebrating the royal wedding this entire